Let's see if I can make a better font. So this is the font that comes by default from the Roguelike, the bracket library, bracket lib. And I don't, here it is. And let's take a look at the Buffet code says, what is a roguelike? I'm going to put this, where's my link to the roguelikes? Roguelike is it's a game. Here's Quicksilver roguelike. If we go 7DRL, that's what I was looking for, 7DRL. 7DRL stands for 7-day roguelike. And so there's a million roguelikes on here because people release hundreds of them every day or every year. You can see there's 104 that can play in the browser. Let me throw this link in chat. It's just basically a game where you have stats and you go around interacting with things. And you can, it started off with like, Larn. The reason they're called roguelikes is because Rogue was one of the early ones. Larn is a roguelike computer game. And I think Larn came before Rogue? I don't remember. When did Rogue come out? I don't know if that's going to work. No, because Rogue is too generic. There were earlier ones, right? NetHack came out later. 87, right? Game is a fork of the 1982 game Hack, itself inspired by the 1980 game Rogue. Oh, okay, so Rogue came out before that. But I think there was even one earlier than that. Commodore Pet Roguelike. Buffet Code says, what's your motivation for streaming? Maybe you can answer towards the end of the stream. My motivation for streaming is so that I do Rust programming. I want to learn Rust, and I thought, well, maybe if I stream it... What's this? I don't want to see an ad. So I'm just using this as an excuse to learn Rogue. Okay, no thanks. So what? I remember. Yeah, it was called Dungeon. Fixing 1979's Dungeon for the Commodore PET. I just wanted to see what it looks like. Maybe I can just look for Dungeon. Oh, here it is. Cursor number 15, Dungeon. I mean, this is what it looks like. So, 2 game files. Got sound off. All right, let's see if this works. Setting up. Oh, okay. So it's going to take a minute to set up the game. Let's take a look. Brian Sawyer's Dungeon, published in Cursor number 15 in 1979, doesn't run properly on later Commodore PETs. Robin and 8-bit Show and Tell decided to fix that. Oh yeah, we were just looking at this YouTube video. Okay, this is the fixed version that should run without screen corruption in your browser. Alright, on the screen you'll see your position marked by a dot, gold is marked by a G, and creatures by runes of various sorts. Open space that you've been to is white, and walls are black. I assume they mean green, right? Any space you haven't been to is black too, even if it's open. The doors between rooms are marked by a gray square. The doors have spells on them, preventing creatures from passing through them. The impenetrable wall is shown as a checkerboard pattern. Almost there. Alright. To move, use the number pad in the usual way. Hold the shift key down when you press a number key to move through a wall. Moving through a wall takes more of your strength than moving through rooms. It's also possible to rest and recover your strength. Pressing at 5 allows you to rest for 1 turn. But be careful when and where you rest. The beasts have no mercy and will attack you even if you do nothing. To throw yourself on the mercy of the evil magician, press Q for quit. Okay, so this is me, this dot. This is some creature. And it would have said up here what the creature was. Let me move away from the creature. It's not chasing me. It's going randomly over there. Okay. And attack. It's a wyvern. Wyvern has 4 hit points and I have 30 hit points. You may move. If I hit 5 and attack, wyvern is dead. Okay. Your hit points have been raised. Now I have 81 hit points and 33 experience, but still no gold. And I think the objective is to just find all the gold. So here's a door. There's a gold. I found 1 gold pieces. Oh, it grew with 32 points is near. So if I attack, you have to move on top of it to attack. The grew is dead. Okay. So I don't think there's any other stats. I found 3 gold pieces. I think it's just you have hit points, you have experience, and you have gold. And whether or not you win is completely... But the dungeon is... The dungeon is procedurally generated. So every time you play, it's a different dungeon. The gold is randomized. So this is like one of the very first roguelikes. And I don't know what it takes to win. I think it's just collecting all the gold, right? But I don't know if there's a way to increase your chances of winning. Wyvern has 52 hit points, and I have 85. Oh, I killed it. My hit points have been raised. And the idea is you got to find all the gold, and then you win. But it's rare. Oh, there's another. Oh, it's a dragon. Let's attack the dragon. You're dead. Okay. And that's the end of that. So there's no way to like increase your stats other than killing creatures. Oh, there's a grew over here. So this is where the gold was. So this room, for example, doesn't have any connections to it. It's a secret room. You'd have to use the shift command, the shift number pad to get through it. That sort of thing. So, I don't want to just rip this off, but what we can do is make a game in this style, I guess. Or we can, because right now this looks very squishy, and I prefer the taller font, and I don't know if that's available. That should be available, right, under bracket lib. So maybe we do that. Let's go to the, where's the, is there a link that takes you directly to the repo? Yes. And then bracket terminal. Is that where the fonts are? Resources? Yeah. So we can take a look at these different fonts. This one I think is a little nicer to read than that squishy one. I think the one we're looking at right now is this one. Yeah. So terminal 10 by 16 was it? Yeah, there's that one, and then there's VGA 8 by 16. Not a fan. Not a fan. Unicode 16 by 16. So if we wanted to get all the Unicode stuff in there, wow, that is a font and a half, isn't it? That might be a little bit much just for a roguelike. Color alpha. And then we just have a regular one. Okay, so what's the difference between this one and this one? This one's 8 by 16, this one says 10 by 16. This is a little wider, so maybe a little easier to read. All right, let's grab this. We'll save it in our downloads. And we'll put it in our resources directory. Resources. Right? Copy, downloads, terminal, to resources. All right, so now we have the terminal. What I want to do is import that. And there's a way to do that using the bracket lib and I think lazy static. How did we do that before? There's a way we read in files. So it's probably in mod. Yeah, RLTK embedded resource. That was it. And then link resource. And it's probably different, right? With the new bracket lib. Let's go back here. Sally the Goose says, have you coded in C#? We're learning it next semester. I played around with C# a little bit when I was playing with Unity. It's very Java-like. But I haven't done any serious programming in it. Yeah, bracket lib prelude embedded resource. Okay, so maybe that's how we do it here then. Source main. We have to give it an identifier and then the file name. So we just say embedded 2Ds. Bang. We'll call it our font. Wide font. And call it resources dot slash terminal 10x16.png, and then we have to link the resource, right? Right, link resource. Yep. Okay. And that uses the same syntax. And then we should be able to say with font. Let's see. With font BG. Self font path width and height. Okay, so I think that's just this thing here. So I don't think this ident is used for anything other than linking these two macros together. And then the width, I think it's 10x16, so I'll just say 10x16. Right? Let's see if that works. Link resource, embed resource. Oh, I typoed that. SOURCE. And then embedded resource is also typoed. Still not there. Couldn't read. Really? Oh, it's looking under source. Okay. That. And then do we have to put the dot dot here too? Nope, that didn't work. Unreachable. So it's trying to load the font, and it can't load the font. So maybe the dot dot doesn't go there. Let's find out. Nope. All right, so this is fun, right? Figuring this disaster out. And is it just this line here that's causing the issue? Yeah, okay, so we must not be doing this with font thing, right? Oh, we probably have to put it... Probably put it somewhere else. This does a simple 80 by 50. With font BG, with simple console. Here. I think this is what we have to use. Let's try that. We need something to start with, right? So we can just say new with simple console. I'm going to pass in the font. Adds a simple console layer to the B term builder. With sparse console. With fancy console. OpenGL only for now. I don't know what the difference is between console and non-console, right? Because we have simple 80x50 provides this 80x50 console baked in 8x8 terminal font. Simple gives you the control over the width and height, but it still provides the 80x50. This provides the VGA font as your starting point. This changes the width, the dimensions. With resource path, you only need to specify this if you aren't embedding your resources. Okay, we are embedding. This is with font. So let me try this with simple console business. We have a width and a height. Let's do 80x50, and the font is going to be resources terminal 10x16.png, and then put the font there. Or let's try leaving it out and see what happens. No, it still fails. Okay. No. And what if I put the dot dot here? Nope. Okay, so we got to figure out what's going on. In macros, it does include bytes, which takes a real path. So that's why we need them for both of these macros, right? I assume that we need it like that, right? I wonder if let's try putting the resources back under source, and just do it like this. Start with this. Right now it won't work. Resources into source. Oh, something worked. I thought I tried this already though. It's cut off and it doesn't look right, but at least it's loading something. Yeah, with font, maybe did I get width and height wrong? No. Width and height are 10 and 16. At least I assume they are. Let's take a look at that. I've lost that page now, where bracket lib was. That had the resource. Well, we can just say open. Right. And it opened on a different screen. So let's pull it all the way over here. So this is what it looks like. So we can see something's. Oh, it's this one here. You can see it's also distorted, right? If I zoom in. Oh, that's zooming the wrong thing here. Yeah, that's supposed to be a HELLO, right? And that E doesn't look like this E. This E here. It's all squished. So something got distorted. But we're getting closer. Right? We're definitely getting closer.